Have you noticed that certain friendships are changing or even fading away? People you once felt close to now seem distant, and it's hard to figure out why. You might wonder, is it something I did? Or, why don't they get me like they used to? If any of this sounds familiar, you might actually be experiencing a spiritual awakening. Spiritual growth brings transformation on many levels, and often our relationships are the first areas to shift. But here's the good news. These changes aren't about losing people. They're about aligning you with connections that truly resonate with your soul. Today, we're going to explore 5 powerful signs that reveal how a spiritual awakening may be impacting your friendships. By the end of this video, you'll understand why these changes are a natural part of your journey and why you're not alone in feeling this way. Stick with me, because what feels like a loss right now might actually be opening the door to your most meaningful connections yet. So many people feel isolated or confused when their friendships shift, especially during spiritual growth. But every change, even the challenging ones, can be a stepping stone to a more fulfilling and aligned life. So let's dive in and look at the signs that show your friendships might be transforming because of your spiritual awakening. 1. Heightened sensitivity to energy and intentions. One of the most common signs of a spiritual awakening is developing a heightened sensitivity to the energy and intentions of those around you. You might have started noticing things about people you didn't before. Maybe you sense underlying motives or pick up on emotions that were once hidden to you. It's almost like you've tuned into a higher frequency where you can feel people's true intentions, even in their smallest gestures or tone of voice. This can be both eye-opening and exhausting. Interactions that once felt easy might now feel draining, especially with people who bring a lot of negative or insincere energy. You might feel uncomfortable around friends who gossip, complain, or always bring up negativity, because now it disrupts your peace of mind. Ask yourself, have you noticed feeling more drained after certain interactions? Are you gravitating toward people who feel genuine and uplifting? This shift in your energy is part of your growth, guiding you to let go of what no longer aligns with your new level of awareness. It's okay to feel a disconnect from people who no longer resonate with you. This isn't about judging others. It's about creating space for relationships that uplift you and allow you to thrive. 2. A desire for deeper connections. As your spiritual awareness expands, you'll likely find that shallow conversations or small talk just don't satisfy you anymore. While others might enjoy discussing the latest trends or gossip, you find yourself craving deeper, more meaningful discussions, ones that touch on purpose, dreams, and even spirituality. This shift can sometimes feel isolating. Have you ever been in a group of friends and felt like you were the only one wanting to discuss something beyond the surface? It can feel lonely, as though you're on a different wavelength. But remember, this isn't about judging your friends or thinking they're less than you. It's about honoring your desire for connection that resonates with your soul. If this desire for depth leaves you feeling misunderstood by old friends, that's natural. You're evolving and seeking relationships that go beyond superficial interactions. Embrace this change, as it's guiding you toward people who are also on a similar journey and can meet you at that deeper level. 3. A growing need for solitude and self-reflection. As you awaken spiritually, you may find yourself craving solitude. Where you once sought constant social interactions, now you feel a need to be alone. Not because you're lonely, but because alone time allows you to reflect, recharge, and connect with your true self. Solitude becomes a sanctuary, a place to explore your inner world without the influence of others' energies and opinions. Friends might begin to wonder why you're spending more time by yourself. They may think you're pulling away or distancing yourself, but in reality, you're finding peace within. Solitude allows you to process the changes happening inside and understand who you are becoming. This time alone is essential for your personal growth. If you've ever felt a sudden urge to cancel plans just to spend time alone, or if you've experienced deep insights during quiet moments, know that this is normal. True friends will understand and respect your need for this space. This isn't about isolation, it's about introspection, giving yourself the time and freedom to connect with your inner self as you evolve. 4. Letting go of old identities and social roles. As you continue to grow, you might notice that old identities or roles you once embraced no longer feel right. Maybe you used to be the life of the party or the advice giver in your friend group. But now you're peeling away these labels and realizing that you don't have to fit into those boxes anymore. This shift can create distance between you and friends who still expect you to play these roles. They may not understand why you're less interested in certain social dynamics or why you're changing. But this isn't about leaving people behind. It's about honoring who you are becoming and allowing your authentic self to emerge. By letting go of these old identities, you're making room for connections based on mutual respect, where you can just be yourself without needing to perform a role. This process may feel like a loss at first, especially if these roles once defined you. But remember, shedding these identities is part of your journey toward authenticity. As you let go, you'll naturally attract people who appreciate you for who you are now, not who you used to be. 5. Feeling called to a unique purpose that shifts your priorities. Perhaps the most profound sign of spiritual awakening is discovering a new sense of purpose. You start feeling a deep inner calling that draws you toward a path that feels uniquely yours. It might be a creative project, a way of helping others, or simply a desire to live more mindfully. And as you pursue this calling, you notice your priorities shift. This shift can be difficult for friends to understand. You might feel as though they're drifting away or wondering why you're suddenly so focused on this new direction. But this isn't just a phase. It's an essential part of your journey, a part that aligns with who you are becoming. True friends will support you on this path, even if they don't fully understand it. And with time, you'll naturally meet people who resonate with this purpose and support the person you're becoming. Think about it. Who are the people who encourage your growth, who celebrate your passions even when they don't completely understand them? These are the connections that truly honor who you are. If you recognize these signs, remember that you're not alone. A spiritual awakening can feel challenging and even lonely, especially as it impacts your relationships. But this journey is leading you toward a life fully aligned with your true self. The friendships that fade away are creating space for connections that truly resonate with your soul. Thank you for being here on this journey with me. If this video resonated with you, please share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear about your experiences. And don't forget to subscribe to Serenity Wisdom for more inspiring content on spirituality and personal growth. And if you're ready to take a deep dive into your spiritual awakening, I have something special for you. Download my e-guide, Spiritual Awakening Guide, a practical guide to help you understand each stage of your spiritual journey and find more balance along the way. The link is in the description below. You're not alone on this journey. Together, we're evolving toward a life filled with depth, authenticity, and meaningful connections. Subscribe to Serenity Wisdom, and let's continue growing together.